Daf 25 of Taanit contains more stories of Rav Hanina ben Dosa, who is a really funky character. There's one story of his daughter was going to light the Shabbat candles, and she accidentally poured in vinegar instead of pouring in the olive oil. And she comes to her father distraught. It's like, what am I going to do? I've ruined the Shabbat candles, and there's no time to fix it. And her father says, what's the big deal? The same one who tells olive oil to burn will tell vinegar to burn. It's not that olive oil is a burning substance and vinegar is not a burning substance. God makes olive oil burn. God can make vinegar burn, no problem. So she lights the vinegar candles and they burn all the way through Shabbat until they're able to make Havdalah with it at the end of Shabbat. Now, as I was learning this, I heard something very interesting from my chavruta, from my study partner, who was, I believe, citing Rabbi Yemima Mizrahi, but I don't remember who she was citing, pointing out that every single time you have an example in the Talmud that refers to Shabbat candles, it's actually considered to be a mashal, an analogy for what we call shalom bayit, for the relationships between a husband and wife. And so what is this vinegar Shabbat candles can mean? It can mean that, as my chavruta was speaking out, it could mean that on the metaphorical level, she's coming to her father and saying, wow, I've got something really wrong in my marriage. We've got a real difficulty here that is getting in the way of us having peace between us. And he responds, look, just like a marriage can be work with everything right, so too it can work with something not so right. And you just need to go ahead and work through that. And you know what? If you persevere through it, it can also be resolved. So that was an interesting interpretation of the story. I'm not quite sure if that's what was intended, but the literal one is always a fascinating one. The one that said, oh, whatever, God who makes olive oil burn will make vinegar burn as well.